conceptual perspective. People talk about it, desirable success, all of the elements.
Hello everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in on you. Look, this isn't long. This is just me reminding you of next weekend's masterclass, Healing Emotional and Psychological Trauma. Let me tell you something. In my line of work, I have had the chance to work with people in all backgrounds. I've had people who, had Down syndrome, was on the autism spectrum, was diagnosed with a number of different mental disorders. I've had people come from poverty. I've had people come from extreme wealth and everything in between. I've had people who have dealt with all kind of different things. Let me tell you something. One of the most stifling and breathtaking realities in this life that stops so many people from living at the level of their design is unchecked trauma. When you don't address trauma, trauma doesn't go away with time. When you've been traumatized, it doesn't go away with time. In fact, time might make it worse, because when you're traumatized and you haven't dealt with it, that experience dictates how you deal with other experience. It dictates your decisions. It dictates your ability to take advantages of opportunities that are in front of you. And you're looking at all these things happen, and it's creating what can easily become known as complex trauma. Complex trauma or stacked trauma is a different animal than PTSD. PTSD often comes from one major traumatic experience that leaves an imprint and disrupts the linear timeline of our lives. In other words, it never gets categorized as being in the past. So in your cellular makeup, in your neurological makeup, in your emotional makeup, this thing is still there. And every time that it is brought to the forefront by way of traumatic memory, it comes forth as an immediate and present threat. So you relive it, and it causes fear, distrust, and so much more. And then that impacts you. And then the next thing you know, you're experiencing another terrible situation, primarily because you haven't dealt with the first one. And so you're creating issues on the job, issues in relationships, issues in your parenting, issues with your finances, and so many other things that you don't even understand that it's connected. And then you look up and you've lived half your life and you're frustrated with the results that you've got, and you become angry, upset, frustrated. Some people even become bitter. Let me tell you something. None of that has to be the case. You can heal from trauma. Now, obviously, the best way and the most consistent way is to work directly with someone like me. And I would love to work with you, but I'll tell you right off the bat, I am not the most affordable person. And it's because that's where my value sets. I'm that good, and my time is that valuable because I have so much work to do, and I'm investing myself so heavily in being the best I can be for my clients, for the people I work with, for the people I give to, for all of that. And so sometimes I run into people and I'm not in their budget. And so I create these courses that allow people to get inside of a place and start a process. And if you start a process, and if you can just make a little improvement, you can see the changes in your results. And if you can see the changes in your result, it drives you to do more. And before you know it, you may be in a position to where you're doing more, you're doing better, and maybe you can go out. And if not, you find somebody that you can. But what I did is I created this course, Healing Emotional and Psychological Trauma. It is made to be a self-paced course. It's made to allow you to walk through the harms and the hurts that you've done on your pace. But I also have what's called a supported course. In this supported course, that means you sit down and you work with me. The regular course, if I'm not mistaken, is $400, something like $399 or something like that. But it's extremely affordable for what you get, because you're going to get 15, or is it 19? 19 modules that are designed specifically to create a cycle or practice or habit of addressing the trauma And it's for any type of trauma. You're going to see different things that could have happened and how you deal with it. You're going to see the steps you take to address it, and you're going to move through it. The second is what I call a supported course. It's the same course, but you go through it with me over the course of 6 weeks. And obviously that adds an added benefit. And so that course is a little more expensive. It's $1,500. But here's what I did. I said, I want to get a bunch of people who know that there's something from their past interrupting and interfering with their future. I want to get them together, and I want to take them through this course. I want to listen to them talk about their issues. I want to listen to them talk about their desires. I want them to really and truly have a space where they can feel safe. And I want to make it affordable for the people, so that people who could not normally afford to work with me or afford my courses can still get involved. So I created this master course, Healing Emotional and Psychological Trauma. It's going to be next Saturday, June 4th at noon Central Standard Time. The course is going to be recorded, so if you cannot make it, you still can see the entire course being taught by me, everybody asking their questions, everybody presenting things. More importantly, you get to do follow-up questions by way of email with me to get answers. And if necessary, if we get to a real serious issue and I say, okay, this needs to be dealt with, we definitely can jump on the phone. No additional charge. I want you to win. Now, here's the thing. I want to be a blessing in many ways. My platinum course is my flagship. That's where I do the most work. That's where I get the greatest results. It's a year of working with me. It's $10,500. I'm giving one of those away at next week's class. Somebody is going to walk away with a $10,500 package. And there will be a second person who will get a gold package, which is 26 weeks with me. That's 6 months. And that's a $6,500 package. So I'm going to give away, what's that? $17,000 worth of services on this day. I'm going to invest in you if you invest in yourself. And I'm not even asking you to invest what I invest. I'm asking you to show up and be prepared to change your life. And what you can do is just click the link in the box, sign up. The moment you sign up, your name goes on the list to be entered into the drawing. And you show up, you get the course, and you take a chance to win. And I'm going to gift something to every person there, but those are the two things that are of immense value that will be given away on that day. I want to see you win. I want to see you change your life. I want to see you whole and healed. And it's possible. No matter what you've been through, no matter how long you've been going through it, no matter what you've heard in the past, you are not stuck in any situation. You have the power to come out of it. I want to be the person who helps you do it, and I think this is a great opportunity. So for a fraction of what it will cost to work with me on this course one-on-one for 6 weeks, you're going to show up. You're going to get the entire course brought to you in condensed form, but the fullness of it. And you are going to also have a chance to win an opportunity to work with me directly, not for 6 weeks, but for an entire year and for 6 months, respectfully. So with that being said, look, I'm going to get ready to get off of here, but I had to stop by and share this with you. I want you to win. It's up to you now. Go to the description box, wherever you're watching this video, click that link and make it happen. On that note, I'm out of here. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. I challenge you to do the same thing.